whole world, it's your man Pat Caesar, LLC, mobile mechanic and roadside services. Currently doing 45 miles an hour, riding down the road. Got this car in the back I'm towing, and I'm listening to, man, shout out to Hot Shot Dave, man. I reached out to that cat a couple times to talk to him about some things, and man, that's a stand-up dude, real talk. Listening to this beef, this YouTube thing going on about Toe Piglet and Hot Shot Dave and Low Miser and a couple other people. Now, you might not know this, but trucking and towing is two different things, but I've always had a very, very soft spot in my heart for big trucks. Been terrified to drive one myself, but the ease is, you know, getting easier to deal with. Well, either way, in this video, he's talking about Toe Piglet giving false information and, you know, showing people on YouTube how to run a failing business. And I was like, damn, I love to hear this. Not that I love to hear somebody's putting out false information, but I'm gonna explain why it's so crucial who you decide to listen to, man. Who you decide to put your faith in, and why the blind could be leading the blind, or the wolf could be leaving the sheep in the clothes that look like a sheep. So yeah, we're gonna get into it right after the intro. So not that I promote drama by any means necessary, man. I don't like confrontation personally. I'm very passive aggressive. I will fight if I'm in a situation where I have to. But I mean, if I had a choice, I wouldn't. I would just walk away and let you just do you, and I just do me. And I made this video, and I didn't even post it up because there's a shot right over here. I'm not even gonna put it on camera. Well, this dude, he got a towing company, and he's towing anybody, or at least that's what his ads say, $35 for 35 miles, $1 a mile. I'm like, there's no way, there's no freaking way he's actually being able to make any money. Excuse me, to keep his truck on a road and pay insurance. There's just no way. And so why I say that is because listening to Hot Shot Dave talk about this Toe Piglet situation, I realized that there's not a lot of information on YouTube about the towing industry. In my last year of being in it, I can see why a lot of people probably stay away from it. It's very expensive, it's labor intensive at times, and it's very sporadic. You never really know when you're gonna get a call. My sole business relies on somebody breaking down or needing something transported immediately versus like trucking where you can kind of schedule it out. Well, the only other YouTuber that I know, and I guess he ain't like a huge YouTuber, but he's got a few subs for sure, and that is Luis from On-Site Towing. And I've reached out to him and talked to him once or twice, and appreciate his content, because I wish he would make some more content, because a lot of people don't understand the frustrations of what it is to be in the towing game. You know, not knowing when you're gonna get your call, keeping the insurance people happy, keep trying to get a cheaper rate, you know, then having to deal with customers who don't want to pay. Like this car in the back right here, this is a 50-mile tow, and you know, I told the dude what I thought was a good price, and he didn't want to do it. He would rather go rent a dolly and tow it himself. And I'm like, man, that's cool, but most people don't get that you got opportunity costs. While you're gonna be going and doing all that, and then you got to drive and all this, you got to miss work. Now I can do it, and yes, it's gonna cost you, but at what cost is it really costing you? Because you got better things to do with your time. At least that's what I would think. That's not everybody's case. Well, either way, most people be on YouTube, man, and I said this in plenty of videos before. I'm like, so many people false flag about making money and how to make it happen and make it look like it's actually easy, man, and it's really not easy at all. I feel bad for those people who do fall into that trap, because at the end of the day, you're gonna learn, you know, if you go out and do action, you will learn the truth. And then you're gonna wonder who to really kick, yourself or the person who you follow. And at the end of the day, you can really only blame yourself. You know, you can talk about anybody else or whatever, but you know, I got into this business and I was thinking about this dude this morning. His name is Clive, and this long story short, this gentleman I met in Orlando, I was coming out of the Chinese supermarket one day, and the most beautiful Ford F450 I had ever seen was parked outside. This, I mean, when I say beautiful, 10 lug, it had big old 24s on it, dually, V10, extended cab, 6-speed. I've never even seen a 6-speed, so I don't know if he put it in, if he got it like that, or what the deal was, but when I say this snatch truck was beautiful, and I wish I could find pictures, man, but his business, he went out of business probably about 3-4 years ago, and he took everything down. I can't find it, and I got pictures of it. Where they're at, I don't know. I got tens of thousands of pictures in my hard drives. Well, either way, I talked to this guy for a long time, man, before I actually bought this truck. And I'm glad I did, because he put me on to a lot of stuff. And actually, if it wasn't for seeing that truck and where I was at in my state of mind at that time, I probably wouldn't even be doing towing right now. And I had always, like I say, this has always been a part of what I've wanted to do. It's just coming up with the money to do it, you know. Like I've told people before, man, listen, if you ain't got, you know, I just told a homie like a week ago, 3-4 days ago, I'm like, bro, listen. If you ain't got 20 bands, I wouldn't even buy another tow truck. He sold his tow truck. I'm like, I wouldn't buy another one because you can't find anything for a decent price. Like, you gonna go and spend $8,000 and find yourself in a situation like me where the truck runs, but it's always something, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, you need a medium duty for our area because all these trucks, all the people around here, they all got trucks. You know what I'm saying, or SUVs. You see cars too, but even those are big. Most of the people around here have trucks, SUVs, or vans. So I turn down more calls because I simply can't do it. People are passing to me and I appreciate it, but I don't have the equipment to do it. My truck is old, it's slow, I got a 17-foot bed, but that's me keeping it 1,000. And so to highlight, I say all that to say this situation that Hotshot Dave is talking about with Toe Piglet is very close to home because it's the people who follow, it's the masses who follow the inaccurate that make the whole industry get a bad name. And it ain't because he ain't really doing anything, it's just when you line up the facts of other people that's doing it, you kind of have to question yourself on whether or not this is actually is it factual? Does it make sense of how this person is moving and what they're saying and what they're doing? You gotta think, man, most people look rich, they aren't actually rich. You ask anybody who knows me on a personal level and has grown up anywhere around me, they will tell you that, that makes sure we're good. They'll tell you that me, they be like, man, Pat always crying broke and got a pocket full of money. You damn right. I'm not about to sit here and spend my money to impress the Joneses. It's the ones who look rich who actually ain't rich. You know, you got 86, I think, what was that? I just looked at this statistic, man. I can't remember where I got it. If I find it, I'll put it in. But it's like 86% of people are living below, not below probably, living not paycheck to paycheck. Oh my God. I can't remember how they said it, but it was basically living in a deficit. They owe more money than, okay, it was talking about their net worth, that's what it was. And it was basically saying that most people have a negative net worth. They look good, but they're actually worth nothing. The things that they own are really worth nothing. They have no tangible assets. They have nothing that produces income besides themselves. And then that income that they do produce is not sufficient to cover the actual expenses that they occurred up to that point. Henceforth, they are negative where they should be, but they look like they're much more successful. That's the society that we live in. As sad as it is, that literally is just what it is. And so I'm glad that Hotshot Dave is putting this video out and just giving people a different perspective, man. Because I'm telling you, man, people be flexing. Like, they're really doing it and they're really not. And like I say, I've said this in plenty of videos, man. I'm not out here saying that I'm a guru in what I do, but like I told the gentleman who owned this vehicle, I'm like, listen, man, you are, I'm not gonna say what he is because he might end up watching this video. He know I'm talking about him though, but I'll leave it there. Like, the job that you do, the business that you have, you are really good at it. You should stick to that. I'm the tow guy. I'm better at towing than I am at being a mechanic. And one of the reasons is because I don't have patience. And I just don't like to deal with the other aspects of, make sure I'm going the right way, the other aspects of it that people don't take into consideration, like customer service. Customer service in a tow truck is completely different from customer service as a mechanic, because there's so many different variables. Mine is just make sure I get, in a tow truck, just make sure I get the vehicle transported from point A to point B damage free and in a fast manner. That's it.